Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily Freybler. So today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial using a lot of my old favorite products. I haven't used some of these products in quite a while, and also my makeup taste has kind of changed recently. So I wanted to see if I still really love these products or not. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every single week on beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we are zoomed in nice and close. It is very overcast today, so I don't really have much natural light. I have a little bit, but we have studio lights, which I kind of like because now I'm like straight on to the camera instead of sideways. Anyway, so like I said, we are going to be doing a tutorial using a lot of products I haven't used in a while. I kind of had this idea because honestly, my face has been breaking out a lot lately, and I just haven't been wanting to film a makeup tutorial, but I used to have really bad acne like I do now, and it was worse than this. But anyway, I would use more full coverage foundations and stuff. So I kind of want to try those out. I still love my BB creams and spot concealing and all that kind of stuff for every day, but I want to try out some different stuff. So first things first, we're going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I used to love this so much a couple years ago, but just haven't used it recently. So I'm just going to take a little bit out. This is great for concealing your pores, especially like in the T-zone area. It also helps your makeup last longer, and it would also help control my oils. So historically, I have a very oily T-zone, but now it's more normal. So I don't really have to use as much like mattifying products in general, especially on my T-zone. I used to be like packing on the powder because I would get oily so quick. So my skincare also is a little bit more glowy. So yeah, those are just kind of the changes of things. So I have two different foundations. I can't decide which one to use. The Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation is such a great product. I used this for my sister's wedding. Let's see, over a year and a half ago, I guess. And then I also love the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Just the normal one. They also have a dewy one that's really good as well, but this is the OG one. So I have soft beige in this one, and I have sand beige in this one. I did self-tan last night. That's why I'm darker than my face, because I honestly forgot to self-tan my face last night. I think I'm going to use the HD Liquid Coverage. They're both kind of like that satin matte finish, but this one covers probably better than the other one. So my favorite way to apply this foundation is with a sponge. This is a sponge from Amazon. It comes in like a 5-pack for under $10, I believe, or right around $10. So I really like this foundation, or used to like this foundation, because it has great coverage, but it doesn't feel crazy heavy on the face, and it looks great in photography and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, my skin has just been so up and down lately. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it again. But yeah, it's been a lot. So honestly, that's why I haven't been doing as many beauty videos. And I know like in the past, that was like my whole thing, like doing makeup videos with acne and everything. But I had clear skin for so long again that I don't know, I'm just self-conscious about it again. So I'm trying to get over it and just film it anyway, because I know it's normal, but we all have those things, right? Okay, so far I'm really liking it still. The coverage is great. It's probably like a medium right now. I might take like a little brush and just kind of go over some problem areas, because I don't want it to get cakey whatsoever. But since I did have more of a dewy skincare on, I feel like this foundation doesn't look flat, which is what I wanted. I didn't want it to look super mattifying, like it can if you don't have hydrating products underneath. So I'm going to use my favorite buffing concealer brush from Ulta, and just like I said, go over those little areas. So I just have a dot there, and I'm just going to go over the problem areas almost like a concealer, because this does have such great coverage. I will say this foundation does oxidize a little bit, and since I have kind of like a cult following from this foundation now, there are a lot more shades than when I first was introduced to it. So that's amazing. Okay, so foundation still holds up. I love that foundation. Now we're going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This used to be like all the rage. So I have the shade Sand, which is a little dark, but it'll work. And I'm going to put this kind of under the eyes and all the places I highlight. This is more of a medium coverage concealer. It's not going to be full coverage by any means, but it is more like hydrating and natural on the skin. I do really like this concealer. I have used this one a little bit more recently than the Catrice one. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. I used to absolutely love this, especially this banana shade for setting my under eyes. So that's what we're going to do today. But I am going to use my Real Techniques Miracle Powder Sponge. If you haven't tried this, honestly, it's amazing. You get it wet like a normal sponge, but this one looks kind of like microfibery, and it just puts powder on your face so amazing. If you've tried like a regular sponge and you like the way that applies, you're going to like this even better, I promise. So I'm going to do a couple of swipes of that and go under the eye and just set that area. Also, if you are lost at all when it comes to face makeup, so like every step I've done so far, let's see, primer, concealer, powder, foundation, all of that kind of stuff. If you're lost for like what kind of products to use, what your skin type will need when it comes to products, I have a full ebook with video tutorials of every step on my website that is available for purchase. You can just click the link down and below in the description box, and it'll take you right there. So yeah, I put a lot of work into it and filmed videos for literally every single step, and I tell you how to apply like a full coverage foundation, light coverage, medium coverage, what would be best for your skin type, how to match foundation to your face. Like there's so much information in there. So yeah, definitely go check it out. The link is in the description box. And if you do purchase it, let me know how you like it. I would really appreciate it. So anyway, I'm just going to keep obviously putting this under the eye. I'm trying not to put too much powder because like I said, I do like a little bit different makeup now. I like it a little bit more glowy than I used to back in the day. Okay, so I'm just going to set like the T-zone area. So if you don't know what that means, like nose, under eyes, forehead, and jaw or chin. And then for bronzer, we're just going to use this shade right here. So this could look very intimidating, but you just need a little bit. These Wet n Wild products are so affordable, but they have the best pigmentation. So I'm just going to lightly tap my brush in. This is an e.l.f. Powder brush, pointed powder brush, I believe. Yes. And it's very good. So I'm just going along the cheekbones and the forehead, down the jaw here. I'm definitely going to need to blend this out because I think I got a little bit too much. So I'm just going to take a powder brush and just kind of dab and blend, especially along the jaw. And then I'm going to go in with this sponge. It has nothing on it. I'm just going to dab along the face. All right, and then this one I know I'm going to like. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in pearlescent pink. So I'm going to take this Flawless Face Brush by e.l.f. Again, these things are very pigmented, but they are so affordable. Oh yeah, and then I love how it has a little shimmer to it. Make sure you're tapping off your brush and blending very well. This one is so beautiful. This is the Master Chrome Highlight by Maybelline in the shade Molten Gold. I will say if you aren't like light medium skin tone, this is going to be too dark for you. So you need to be a little bit tan, but it is absolutely gorgeous in the summertime because it has that very golden hue to it. So I'm just going on the cheekbones, on like the brow bone because we haven't done our brows yet, so it doesn't really matter. And I go in the brow bone and then above it down the nose on the Cupid's bow. I'm going to take the tiniest bit and go in the inner corner here. So this is the Winky Luxe Unibrow. It's very easy to use, and it's supposed to be like universal to different brow shades. I haven't tested that out because I've had one brow shade that I want to use, but I have, you know, obviously like brunette hair, and it works great for me. So it's like an angled brow pencil. And I just go a little bit heavy-handed and then brush it through. So I feel like if you had lighter hair, you would just not press as hard. We mainly just have eyes and lips left, which is pretty crazy. This is going by fast. I feel like I've only been filming for like 20 minutes. But this is a product that I've been continuing to use, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe I don't talk about it enough. This is seriously the best eyeshadow palette ever. I love this one, and I love the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I come back to them all the time. I've had this for years, and I just love it so much, especially for these 6 shades right here, maybe 7, with all the browns are just the best. So I'm just going to do a very quick, easy eye look with this it's like my go-to. So I take milk chocolate and salted caramel. So this is milk chocolate and salted caramel. And I always mix those two together on a blending brush. And I'll start in the outer corner here and just fan it in. I'm going to take the same colors on a pencil brush and just run it along the lower lash line here. I just love the shades of these colors. I feel like they're very complementary to at least my skin tone. And then I also just love how they blend. So if like I'm going to an event, this is usually my go-to palette to bring, especially if I have to go like travel somewhere, because it's smaller than like the Jaclyn Hill palette. Okay, so now I'm just going to put Creme Brulee, this golden shade. This is my absolute favorite shade in the palette because it's the best subtle gold. So it's not going to be very in your face, but it makes such a great statement. And I love it so much. So I'll just put that all over the lid and then go back in with my blending brush and a little bit of milk chocolate and blend. Okay, last but not least, we are going to put this like flat brush into, where's the dark brown? Triple Fudge. It's this dark brown here. I'm just gonna run this along the top lash line, just like a smudgy liner. I love like a little smudged brown liner. It's just a little bit softer than like a black liner or something, especially if I'm not wearing falsies, then I'll just do this. If I'm wearing falsies, I'll usually do actual liner. So I always curl my lashes, so that is my next step. And then these two products are like my all-time favorites, but I still use them to this day, so I figured why not still use them. This is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. I have raved about this so much. You just put it on like a normal mascara, and it really helps volumize those lashes, and your lashes will look so much better than just wearing normal mascara. Even if you normally put a bunch of coats, like, trust me, it's amazing. I'm gonna do a lip liner that isn't old, because I honestly didn't find good lip liners for the longest time. I would never ever have, never had a lip liner that I loved until like a year ago. So this is Milani All Natural. And the lip we're going to use today is a liquid lip, which I haven't used in so long, but they used to be my absolute favorite, so that's what we're going to use. So this used to be literally my go-to color. If I was going to wear a color, it was going to be Soft Spoken by NYX, their liquid suede lipstick. I wore it to so many football games in college. It's insane. So here it goes, nothing. It's about the same shade as this lip liner. but it's like a darker mauve-y nude. And it dries down so perfectly. If you are going to wear a liquid lip, I highly recommend only applying like a tiny bit. You need like one swipe. And then dab off the excess, because then your lips won't have that like thick layer of liquid lipstick and then it'll crack and stuff. And then for mascara, this is the Essence Lash Princess False Effect mascara. Again, this has been one that I've used for years and years, and I just always come back to it after using other ones that I love. So I just kind of wiggle it and blink. All right, you guys, this is the final look. I love it. I am kind of surprised I loved every single item that I used. It just looks so nice, and I kind of feel like a little bit of the old me, like a full face of makeup. It's full coverage. I love this foundation like so much. I think it looks so good on the skin. And honestly, it looks less mattifying than I remember. And also I feel like this highlight is going to be my new favorite again in the summertime, because like, oh, look at that. It's just so freaking pretty. So I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. If you have any videos that you want to see on my channel, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will try and make that happen for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye guys.